Recently, Cougar Mountain Software sat down with Kim Thompson, a 20-year veteran user of our accounting software. She has many great things to say about us and our software features, and we believe news like this is worth sharing. But I'll let her tell you the rest. Thank you so much for joining us. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do for the Township of Lawrence, and how long you've been using Cougar Mountain Software.
My name's Kim Thompson. I'm the Lawrence Township Clerk for Lawrence, Michigan in Van Buren County. And we have been a Cougar Mountain user since 1996. It's completely compliant with the Governmental Accounting Standards Board and the State of Michigan required chart of accounts.
Now, what kind of accounting software do you have available to you, and why did you decide to go with Denali FUND?
There are, at this point, two major accounting platforms that are used by most townships, either Pontum software or BSNA software. And both of those do the job for us. They're also very expensive. So for small rural townships like Lawrence, we need to take a look at something that can provide us the benefits that we need in governmental accounting, but at an economical cost that small townships can afford. Denali fits that bill nicely.
I would imagine that security is very important when it comes to government accounting. Can you tell us how Denali FUND helps keep your data safe?
Absolutely. In governmental accounting, internal controls are very, very important. And one of the ways that we can maintain an adequate internal control is through user security, the ability to limit rights to certain individuals that either can or should not perform certain functions. One of the things we love about Denali is that we can set user security based on the rights and privileges of their job function. So having all of the individual rights and privileges that we can do with Denali helps us to not only maintain those internal controls, but also to show our auditors in the state of Michigan that we are secure in how we're using our data and that we are maintaining risk avoidance through security.
Can you explain how Denali FUND works for the Lawrence Township and how it could be beneficial and work with other government agencies?
In our township, we don't have a public water or sewer system. But knowing that those modules are available within Denali for some of the other larger townships that may need to track that is important. Having the module functionality for accounts payable or bank reconciliation or the general ledger payroll, those are all very important for us. And knowing that we have some additional flexibility within those modules and some of the Denali partners like HREC really helps us to maintain our efficiency in our accounting and also to take advantage of some of the additional partner functionality to streamline some of our payroll functions.
I understand that Michigan has a standard chart of accounts. Can you speak for a bit how Denali helps with these requirements?
During the setup of Denali, we are able to identify the number of segments that we will be using in our general ledger account structure. We have 4 primary segments, so all of those 4 segments are able to be accommodated within Denali exactly as it's required and identified within the chart of accounts.
Customized account numbers. Can you tell us how well Denali FUND accommodates those for you?
It's very easy to not only maintain accuracy with the governmental chart of accounts, but also to add additional suffixes or segments to make it more clear for our own personal accounting and reporting. So while the state of Michigan may require all interest, for example, to be reported under a single account number, with the flexibility of Denali, we can identify additional suffixes or additional accounts that can roll up to the state required account number and still maintain a delineation.
Could you talk for a second about your favorite reporting features found in our Denali accounting software?
I've been very impressed with the standard report. They pretty much give us everything that we need. The only exception would be in budget performance report. Within the state of Michigan, we can budget 2 different ways. We can either budget by line item or general ledger account number, or we can budget by cost center. We've been able to customize it so that we can report by cost center. And it was very easy to do. It took less than an hour of working with one of the Denali consultants or Cougar Mountain consultants, and they were able to tweak that report for us so that we get exactly the information we need.
As you know, Denali FUND has many features that can't be found in any other fund accounting software. What are some of your favorites?
Some of my favorites are the fact that you do have the ability to do complete reporting based on fund. We can either get financial report for all of our different funds in a combined format, or what I love best is to segment those funds so we can separate them very easily using just a click of a button in the report module and get a report that gives us all of the financial balance sheet, income, expense, as well as budget performance by fund. And to me, that is mandatory, and that's one of the things that Denali does very, very well. In my opinion, better than their peers.
Kim, thank you so much for sitting down with us today. Is there anything else that you would like to add about Denali FUND or Cougar Mountain Software?
I have been extremely pleased over the years with not only the software, but also the support staff of Cougar Mountain. So I cannot say enough good things about the support structure and the customer service of Cougar Mountain. For 20 years, I have been a faithful and enthusiastic supporter of Cougar Mountain because I know what's good software and I know what's bad software. And in having worked with all ranges of software in between, I have, like I said, remained faithful to Cougar Mountain because of the high quality of product and excellent customer service. And if it wasn't for those two things, I would have looked for something else long ago.